Great session this morning, wasn't it?
Yes.
Joe, thank you. This is our third meeting. We started 2 years ago, right around here at the hotel. Last year's meeting, I had the privilege of speaking first, and this year I'm speaking first. What I want to do is share with you a book I came across in the last six months. Okay, it's called Strategic Acceleration by a guy named Tony Geary. And Tony Geary is not a chiropractor. If you email me, I'll send you the link. He's a personal coach to CEOs and big corporations. Okay? But what I found in this book, rewoken some passion that I've had over the years. And sometimes you go through the day-to-day grind and you forget things. You forget things, why you're doing certain things. And it was a good refresher. And what I want to do is share with you over the next 20 minutes one main point that he makes in this book. Now, he divides the book into three main points. The first one is clarity of vision. Okay, so I named this the clarity formula. And again, I'm going to move through this really quick, so we're just going to kind of shock you, get you thinking. I'm going to run through the slides. But the first thing he talks about is clarity. Clarity of what? Your vision. What do you want? Why do you want it? Number two, he talks about focus. Focus, eliminating distractions. Focusing on high leverage activities. We said before that orientation is the most important thing that we do. Are we focusing on it the most? And the third thing he talks about is execution. Taking action. And a lot of times in practice, we may get hung up on one of those things. You've got this great vision, but you're not taking any action. Or you've got this great vision, and Facebook is just coming up too much. It's such a distraction. And it really is sometimes. I start any talk, that's a great slide, but I'm going to go to the next one. I love this slide because any talk I do in the future, I think I'm always going to bring this up. If you don't design your own life plan, you're going to fall into someone else's, and that includes chiropractors. You know, when we, as human beings, we sometimes will lose focus. Okay, so we have to be reminded of that, because when we do lose focus, somebody else's idea on Facebook may hit you, and it's not part of your vision. That's why it's great to clarify your vision in writing. And what this author does, he comes up with something called the clarity formula. And I found it profound. I think, wow, this is something that, I know what my vision is, but I have to keep reminding myself. And these are the three things he talks about. I'm not going to read word for word. He talks about clarity, focus, and execution. And I find as professionals, as chiropractors, because we also want balance in our lives. Okay, you want to have a great relationship with your significant other. Okay, you want to spend time with kids. You want to spend time with family, go on trips. Sometimes we spend too much time in each one of these, and we kind of become incongruent. So I found this very profound in my life recently. Clarity, the ability to get clear about what you really want to achieve. I put this word mission in here. This author didn't bring up a mission statement, and I was assuming that he meant your vision was the same thing. Vision was the same thing. A clear, solid, written, thought out, cascaded vision. Yada yada. But you know what I got out of this? He calls it a pulling power, that you are convicted. You know that every man, woman, and child needs our service. And you remind yourself of that every day, and it pulls you towards that. If you're not seeing the numbers you want to see, we need to start being pulled towards those numbers, and those numbers are showing up. The pulling power of that vision. Because we're taught to push. We're taught in grade school to write down your goals, and you got to push towards your goals, and you got to write all these things out. But there could be a natural pulling towards these things. And this is what this author gets into here. Okay? He talks about clarity, he talks about focus, the ability to avoid distractions and concentrate on our high leverage plans. I don't know about you, but I fall into this trap. Before you know it, another week goes by, you wanted to make that call. New senior center opened up down the road, you've been meaning to make a call, try to get in there. You put it on the list the next week, you put it on the list the next week. Guilty. Guilty, right? Focus. We have a vision. where you want to be. You know what you want. See, what you want is really not a hard thing here. Because if you really sat down and thought about it, you know what you want. Okay? But we need